everyone, and thanks for taking a moment to learn about my vision for the Harmon Elementary School Library. I'm Carrie Nelson, and I've been the librarian here for one short year so far. My vision has been inspired by the recent trends in our local school district, as well as my experiences during my first year as a teacher librarian. The recent trend in our school district has been that many of our school libraries are being shut down. This is a consequence of our flexible staffing, and many outcomes are occurring, such as one, libraries are closing completely and students and staff are not permitted to access materials, either electronic or printed. Second, a clerical aide is hired in replacement of a librarian who has little to no training and is only available for a few short hours a day. Third, the library is dissolved and converted into some other type of space, such as a computer lab or a blended learning center. Fourth is most common in elementary schools because of teachers' contracted daily 50-minute prep period. The library tends to be safe as it is a necessity for a special class for students to attend during this time. Although in this situation, the library has become a location for babysitting, a place where stories are read and books are checked out. Then any and all remaining time doesn't matter as long as the students are away from their classroom. The value of a teacher librarian in all aspects is being overlooked, and the teacher librarians are being underutilized. Changes need to be made. 3 ways that these things can change is through understanding teacher librarian roles, creating a welcoming space in the library, and providing a strong library program. It is important for us to have a goal in the library and a purpose. After 15 years without a mission statement, we are beginning the 2015-2000 school year with this mission statement: that the mission of our library is to ensure that students and staff are effective users of ideas, information, and technology. The library seeks to accomplish this mission by providing access to quality materials that enrich and extend the school curriculum, and through collaborative instruction aimed at fostering competence and stimulating interest in reading, viewing, and using ideas, information, and technology. A teacher has many hats that they have to wear, and a lot is expected out of them. Similar to you, a librarian has a lot of hats that they need to wear. Teachers don't come to work and just show up and give tests. They do a lot more. Similarly, we as librarians do more than just show up and read a simple story and suggest books to read for our students. There are many roles that we have and ways that we can influence our students for the better. As an example of some of the roles that we will be continually addressing throughout this presentation are the most frequently known one as the collection manager. The other ones are not so much looked at, but are very vital to our school community, as a teacher librarian, as a learning or literacy specialist, a technology specialist, an instructional specialist, a financial manager, and a facilities manager. School libraries should be learning hubs with a full range of print and electronic resources, and gathering places for all ages and interests to explore and debate ideas. Our library is ideal in this situation. We are located right at the beginning of the school. As soon as anyone enters in through the office, the first location that they come to is the school library. What a great place for us to have a gathering place, and what an opportunity for us to create a space of participatory learning. The physical space needs to become a learning hub of the school, and in order to do that, it is essential for us to create a learning commons. A learning commons is a collaborative physical and virtual environment that invites and ignites participatory learning. In order for Harley-Harmon to be able to create this learning commons space, we need to make a few changes. One being, we need to provide more locations for students to read, for them to have a pleasurable experience sitting and enjoying a book. Secondly, we need more flexible seating, a place for students to be able to collaborate together, but also to separate off and work by themselves to be able to get their independent learning Additionally, we need more computers in our school library. Currently, we have 12 computers, but 12 is not enough as we get up to 50 students in the library at a time. Increasing our computers to be 30 computers will increase the opportunity for students to be able to utilize the internet and also any other computer-based programs that we have in our school. Finally, I would love to create a collaboratory for our school. That's not a normal word that we use, but essentially what a collaboratory is a place for us to allow students to incorporate play learning, to collaborate together and create, to be able to have a space to work on projects and to explore and understand elements of their education that they might not be able to have time or space to do in the classroom. Next, a virtual learning commons space. This is a new idea here at Harley Harmon and that we will begin to be implementing this year. A virtual learning commons space is a place for students to access materials off campus as well as anywhere within the campus. There is a location where we have quick links for them to access materials. There is a place for them to collaborate and to give ideas and opinions, as well as a virtual teacher's lounge for us as educators to share ideas and to work together to benefit our students. Another collaboratory section is for us to co-teach together, for us to provide lessons and activities that might be more internet-based or computer-based so that students can work together and collaborate with us and we can co-teach together in building knowledge building centers. Finally, an exploratory learning, a place for us to be creative and to be able to essentially have a makerspace online. The idea is to continually update this and that by 2020, we will be able to have this become our central hub for our school where administration, teachers, and specialists are all able to add to the virtual learning commons and to make it become a one-stop location for learning, collaborations, researching, and updates on our Harmon happenings. All this will be accessible to our students and staff 24/7 and 365 days a year. Therefore, we can continue to promote literacy during our winter break and our summer vacations. Next is our library program. The importance of our library program and to student achievement is astronomical. How we can do this program is by looking at some of those roles that we were talking about previously. The first is, as the teacher librarian, is a literacy specialist. As a literacy specialist, I'm part of a literacy team, a team that creates and provides literacy activities and is able to support our RTI efforts. Through a literacy specialist, collaboration is available. And as a literacy specialist, the librarian is a person who is not only visible, but is also vocal amongst colleagues, students, and parents. We're able to provide reading challenges, of course, book selections, read alouds, but also to provide support to classroom literacy instruction, leadership, and assessment. As an instructional specialist, a teacher librarian is able to provide many things to the teachers in the school and to the staff. I love this image because it provides all of the words that best describe an instructional specialist and what they do. Because an instructional specialist ideally cooperates, assists, shares, and sustains and supports the teachers that they work with. Through all those things, they become a partner. They participate in learning activities within the classroom, but also in grade level meetings and ideas to implement for each grade level to help in teaching Common Core state standards. We're allies, we're on your side, and we want to help. And the only way we can do that is through collaboration. As an instructional specialist, a librarian is able to be part of this team to collaborate and improve student understanding. In meeting the needs of teachers, a teacher librarian needs to provide collaboration opportunities and provide resources that will enable such collaborations to be successful. Librarians are able to support general education teachers by delivering curriculum to both students and teachers that incorporates a variety of technology and research skills. With a teaching license, librarians are able to know and understand key standards that are needed to be taught in a classroom. They are then able to collaborate and plan with teachers to become an extension of the classroom. Rodney Lance and Hamilton Pennell cited a study from Colorado that found that students earned higher reading scores in schools where the librarian played a vital instructional role, including planning instruction with teachers, providing information literacy instruction, providing in-service training for teachers, and evaluating students' work. The librarian not only increases test scores, but develops programs to promote reading and teaches students how to use technology. They also facilitate a fun atmosphere for learning. An extension of collaboration and a place where I'd like to get closer to with the staff at Harmon Elementary School is through co-teaching. Collaboration is our first step, but as this is happening, I'd like to extend our efforts to begin co-teaching and using knowledge building centers to increase experience and understanding. Co-teaching is an opportunity to maximize the impact of student learning by increasing the expertise available to students. Co-teaching is also allows for a smaller student to teacher ratio and allows for more students' needs to be met. Collaboration and co-teaching are only possible through a more flexible schedule. We've begun implementing a flexible schedule through an open library period where students and classes are able to utilize library resources during a time when the library used to be closed. I'm hoping to continue this variation of fixed and flexible schedules to increase the availability and use of the library to teachers and students. We'll be able to access this information via our virtual learning commons, and we'll be able to know when the collaboratory is available as well as when the librarian is available for co-teaching experiences. As research by Rodney Lance and Hamilton Pennell stated, that these changes help to impact student achievement in standardized testing. This is a way we need to go to help our students. We are currently losing our on-site IT employees and replacing them with technology coaches that cover up to 8 schools. As a technology specialist, the teacher librarian is able to work with these technology coaches to provide help to staff with daily assistance and in their technology needs. Technology with students is also important through instruction of internet safety, and more access to computers for research and learning can be done through the library. Currently, we have 30 iPods available for circulation and 5 Kindles. In the next 5 years, I'd like to have multiple class sets of tablets available for classes to use for circulation and at least 30 e-readers for students to have access to digital reading and literacy development. There is a constant need to weed, replenish, and add materials to our print and digital collections. We are beginning this year with a brand new digital collection. Through the next 5 years, my hope is to be able to help this collection to thrive with adding titles and providing instruction to make this an optimal location for students, staff, and families to find materials, as well as always continually providing printed materials to put into the hands of our students. My vision for the 2020 school year at the Harmon Elementary School Library is to provide students and staff with a partnership with the library and to emphasize what I can do to help you to promote student achievement and increase literacy desires within our students. I can only do this with your help. Please help me by providing feedback on our virtual learning commons or via email about how you feel these roles are helping you or how I can better serve your needs. With these steps, our Harmon team will be able to increase student achievement and become the best we can be. Thank you so much for your time.